Now back to the block we go. Oh my word. 2009 AM General Humvee Custom Military 6x6 pickup.
Never have I ever seen an IMSA Humvee. But I'll bet if this was running in the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona this weekend, everybody would get out of its way.
Well, you know, they had a few incidents at the beginning of the race. The thing that would happen is, well, you'd get into the incident, but you'd survive it better than all the other cars. And you'd take out a few cars with you. I can tell you this, when this was sitting over in the showcase pavilion, every time I walked by it, it had a crowd of people. Everybody wanted to come and take a look at this thing because it is such a wild build. Now, this started off as a legitimate Humvee. It has a serial number instead of an actual VIN number, which the Hummers are born with. But this Humvee started off in life as military. It's a long way from there.
So look at all the coilover shocks and the rocker arm suspension. Of course, you got to have two sets because you have two rear axles. And yes, that's a supercharged Hemi engine sitting there. And we're at a jaw-dropping $390,000, 400 bid.
So come back up front, because I'm not quite sure what these things are. Are these, you know, front spoilers, or is it just a place to step on? Because it's got that, you know, stop stuff right there.
And I really appreciate all of the vehicles that come across this deck. And I got to when the guys from Danton Arts Customs and Frenchy Exports came to the shop, they just barely missed SEMA, just weren't quite through with the final details. Brought it down there, and I told them, I said, guys, this has to go to Barrett. It is so amazing, so thought processed out, and so different than anything you'll ever see. And it is an absolute monster on the road. It's got a Hellcat motor in the back. It is just the thought process that these guys put into it. I'll let Frenchy Experts tell you. Let's let it roll.
All right, let's go. And now 450.
Well, we keep saying there's something for everyone at Barrett-Jackson, but I never thought there'd be this.
Well, what I love about this, whether I want it or not, is I love all of the creativity that went into it. Somebody took something and said, all right, let's throw the paper away, start clean sheet. Yeah, it's technically a Hummer, but it's going to go crazy from there. I mean, you know, the mere concept that you've got this mid-engine, six-wheel drive beast of a car. Look at that, with the engine completely exposed. I'm just not sure where they came up with the idea. What were they thinking at the moment they went, yeah, I got an idea?
Did you see the shifter? You should. First off, the bomber seats that are there, and look at the shifter. It is a military helmet and more. And we're still going to the moon, it seems.
All right, so here's the big question. At what speed do you have to be at to make this rear wing functional? Because I don't know that I want to go fast enough in this thing to make that rear wing functional. Because, you know, you usually have to be going pretty fast.
I did not wake up this morning thinking we would see a $700,000 Humvee roll across the auction block. Today, next year, ever.
$750,000. Are you kidding me?
Wow.